Gentlemen, for inviting me here today, members of Santa Cruz community and Santa Cruz City School Board, for giving you an idea about a project Include that I can work with your school district on that will extend and deepen the experience that you started last year with some guest speakers. Oh, do I have a remote?
Can't have nice things.
No. Sorry. Okay. Project Include is based on the mentor model and also based on not talking out here, but talking close in, sharing experiences, hearing from people who have been there. And as we know, young people very much admire teenagers. So it's teens mentoring tweens, and tweens is that uncomfortable age between childhood and adolescence, usually connected with middle school. The idea of Project Include is to not only work on anti-bullying, but work on the pieces that allow everyone to be included. So it's not only the title of the project, but it's also an acronym. First off, people need to take action. That's involvement. Involvement not just by the teenagers, the tweens, who are trying to figure it out amongst themselves, but the community, the parents, and the teenagers, and everyone surrounding them, police officers, etc. The idea is to nurture friendship and exclusion, bring a bigger sense of community to schools. Learn. The teens will learn more about video production, facilitation, tolerance, mentoring. The tweens will be learning about what are relationships? What do I do with anger? Why do we have jealousy? What are human needs? How can I honor myself? And being a program of action, not only do the teens demonstrate this, but they're empowering the tweens to have integrity, compassion, boldness, take steps. Include somebody that no one else will include. Tell on somebody that's bullying. Don't let it just keep happening. Or even take down their Facebook. That's really bold, though. Middle schoolers experience frequent and varied forms of bullying. Interestingly enough, it's rumors and verbal that are the most insidious. They're also the hardest to change. It's the way people talk about people. It's the other people. And then boys tend to have a little bit different profile. Verbal is still large. Physical is a little bit larger than for women or girls. And the rumors a little less so. I know I'm speaking to the converted because you chose to have an anti-bullying program last year, but sometimes it helps us see the urgency when we look at some of the statistics. This one is particularly interesting, and this is where our project is different from many others. Notice there's almost as many people bullied as there are bullies that are doing the bullying. Bullies also need strategies. Basically, bullying and lying and cheating, they are because the student lacks strategies to get what they need. Maybe they need power. Maybe they need money. That's more from what they get from their parents sometimes, but they will do it to each other too. They'll steal an iPhone. They also they need not only power, they need to feel like they're the same, that they're included, that they are part of the norm. And part of bullying also is groups trying to create a norm. For instance, girls will bully each other about, you're pregnant, even if the girl's not pregnant. They're trying to create a norm that it's not okay to be pregnant in the middle school. However, they're on their own, and most of them lack really good strategies to work with these complicated feelings. We also know that bullying causes students to drop out of school, skip school, feel sick, often changing schools, and 90% of 4th through 8th graders are reporting that they have been bullied. Last year, I know you brought some speakers in and did some pretty powerful rallies. They tend to work for the moment, especially the comedians. But they don't get into the deep stuff. And also, the child that's being a bully will often be going, oh, I hope nobody knows. You know, they're not capable yet of stopping bullying. And those who are being bullied are not very capable of changing that strategy also. So what Project Include is, in a nutshell, and I've created this PowerPoint and I'll be sending it to all of you. You may send it then to your principals, assistant principals, and so it has more information than I'm going to go over with you today, more details so that you can show it to others. First of all, Project Include works for 3 to 4 months with teen volunteers. And these teens will be making videos. They will learn facilitation. They will be talking about their own bullying experiences. They will talk about what are some strategies. They'll be learning about human needs and also how to work with younger students, facilitation. The kickoff rally energizes the community. We'll be inviting people like James Durbin, who was bullied horrendously, high profile, high status members of the community. Then the teens will lead smaller rallies. They may create skits. They will talk about their own experiences in the middle schools. And these teens are mentoring everything that we want the middle schools then to include, the diversity, the fun. Now the small group sessions are really where it all happens. And the teens will then come to terms and work with each other and be open. Who out there has ever bullied or known someone who has bullied? And get real about it all. They'll be taking on these different issues, the big versus little, the group versus individual, exclusion, cyberbullying. And these will be, there'll be 3 different meetings spaced out either 1 or 2 weeks between. So the whole program with the tweens lasts 3 to 4 months. And it's in the spring when most of the bullying starts happening. We will go into gang activity and also bring in other resources because a lot of tweens are deciding whether to join gangs or not because of the family, the excitement, the power that it might create for them. And another target is changing the status of advocates and asking for help. Most tweens think that if you ask for help, you can't handle it yourself, and also you'll probably get bullied more. And to make it the right thing to advocate or ask for help, and of course the teen mentors, they will also be coming to the playgrounds and lunch times to have more individual and just be around the students more so they start seeing these role models. So Project Include is real change coming from real experience. I've included a few slides for you to look at a little bit more of the logistics and what the director's role is, my qualifications to work in that director's role. And I thank you for this time. I appreciate your attention to bullying because it is such a huge issue and so important in our communities and in our learning environment. And I hope that we will be meeting again soon.